Hello there, fellow Minecrafters. Devil from Denver here with a project video I've come up with. Um, Always liked how note blocks work in Minecraft. I'm not a musician myself, but I liked how you could import a MIDI file, use Noteblock Studio, and have it build your big old contraption. This I'm hoping maybe some of you knows Java. Maybe they'll remake it, because the only thing with Noteblock Studio is you have to walk along the trail or ride the cart. I always wanted the idea where you just sit in one spot and everything plays for you. It does take a lot of programming, and basically here it is. This is basically an auditorium. I haven't done any dress up work on it yet. At some point, I'd probably make it look like Red Rocks Amphitheater or something like that. Um, what do we got here? I got a three songs currently programmed in: Ode to Joy, Amazing Grace, and Canon D. Amazing Grace, Ode to Joy are pretty short. Canon D, it's long. I will not subject you to that until the end of the video. If you want to stick around and listen to that one play, you can. This is the wireless redstone I'm using with command blocks to accomplish everything in this. A lower block actually starts and sends a signal to start the song. The upper block here turns it off. As you see in here, basically my target for it, I called this one Ode. It's the on-off switch for Ode to Joy. Zero, of course, means turn it off. That way, next time you click on it, it starts it again, and I'll give you a quick demonstration. Do believe this is one of the faster songs. Okay, and that's kind of one of the short ones. The timings, of course, I still need to work out some of that. The Ode to Joy was the first one I did, and as I'll show you in a little bit, I've kind of improved the way I've been able to send multiple notes at a time. My test all right now really is only going to play through the piano and the bass guitar. I've really only programmed all of those notes in 0 through 24 on the piano, the bass guitar. I do believe I have the bass drum set up, mainly only for Ode, and I believe Amazing Grace has some of that. But here, I'll come out here real quick and show you how the outside's set up. Note blocks, of course, then going right to a light, so you know which note's playing is the main reason I did that. Using the comparators off the same kind of design I have for my wireless redstone tutorial I put out there, so if you can check that one out, I'll try and put a link to it somewhere. Um, as you see, it's all set up in the levels. Everything's got the stone, wood, I believe that's soul sand, and glowstone for each instrument. Down over here I undug one, so piano of course being on dirt. Uh, this is basically the tower setup. Everything is being fed off of one switch power in that, which keeps the timings correct into each one, so they're all flashing at the exact same time, which that way one node on this wall doesn't play, a split second faster than a node on this one. The programming for it is all over in this. This is Ode to Joy. This is before I realized how I could actually implement multiple commands on each signal input into them, which I have a little demonstration of. The max I've done so far is 5. Actually, you could easily put a 6th one underneath there and get 6 notes at one time. This here is my Amazing Grace. Again, was still kind of working out the best way to doing it. Never really set up a second track. This is Canon and D, which this is the part that takes a while. Programming every one of those command blocks to turn a note on and then a note off definitely gets to be fun. But a quick little show of them. Let's see, going this way. Basically, I have it scoreboard player set, and I'm turning on P3, which I've designated P for piano, so the third note. Can't tell you exactly which note that is. I don't have it in front of me. And then the next block right after it, it turns it off. and that way it's ready for the next time a three signal sent. It can be turned back on because without turning it off, that would stay on the entire time. Of course, using repeaters and Redstone, I've kind of you're able to modify timing, speed it up, slow it down. The only thing, of course, that I've run into still is the receivers. I need to spend some time and come up with a better idea for that. The pulse just does not seem fast enough sometimes for when you really want a speedy song. But that is still the best way I've seen being able to do it. Um, that's pretty much it. Everything else and how I basically built this is on the wireless redstone tutorial. And with that, I will go ahead and start this Canon in D, which is a kind of lengthy song. But I hope it gives somebody an idea out there, or can come up with something cool too. But I just like the idea of being able to sit in one spot. So I will head on out. You guys have a good day. All right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, hope you can come up with some better ideas. Let me know if you want a world download. A bunch of the other stuff you kind of saw out there was just playing around with different ideas, trying to come up with the best way of getting this to work. Of course, I'm sure somebody can come up with something better than me out there, and I have no problem with that. But yeah, like it, subscribe, just and let me know if you want to download the world, and I can definitely figure out a way of getting that done.